Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. It's Thursday, June 26th, 2025. Dow futures up 93, NASDAQ futures up 92, S&P futures up 18, VIX at 16.62, down 0.8%. NVIDIA up over 1%, been pretty strong lately. Hit another pre-market all-time high. PLTR up another 1%, 1.2%. MU up 1.8%. AMD 1.67, so chips pretty strong. Looks like AMD might have hit a pre-market all-time high as well. Morning, Bosch. Yep. S&P 22 point expected move. Kind of reminds me of when I was first back in 2024 trading TLC. We always had about a 20 to 22 point expected move. Tesla in the red again, down 0.9%. MSTR down 0.6. Apple down slightly. Bell's going to ring here in about 10 seconds. There is the bell. PLTR through pre-market highs. S&P at 6116. $6147 would be all-time highs. NASDAQ just established new all-time highs. So S&P's got to come up about 30 points. Morning, Damien. MSTR pushing up here. In terms of news, it looks like earlier this morning, the Fed's daily said that this fall looks promising for a rate cut. Pending home sales be at the top of the hour. And then nothing the rest of the day. Tomorrow is PCE index, PCE year over year in consumer sentiment. NASDAQ ticked all-time highs and it's coming back down. That's what yesterday it hit all-time highs in the first like 20 minutes and then just kind of trended down most of the day until the end of the day. Tesla pushed up into the green. Goog coming down. NVIDIA coming down a bit. Hood coming down a bit. Dow up 222, S&P up 24, NASDAQ up 79. See if we get any big volume today. Had a couple nice volume runners yesterday, especially SMCI. Amazon coming down through lows. Goog through lows. NASDAQ coming down to below where it opened. S&P holding up better than the NASDAQ. S&P back to where it opened. Apple coming down through lows. Amazon. Netflix pushing up through highs. Not really seeing any big volume bars today. MSTR pulled back to pre-market highs. If it pulls back here again, I may get long MSTR and use that pre-market highs as a line in the sand. Looks like Microsoft hit an all-time high. Some of these stocks are a little choppy out of the gate here. CRCL, huh? Let me put that on my chart here. Put that instead of CrowdStrike. Yep, definitely pulling back. All right. CRCL. I'll do a little small position here on the 215 calls. Filled at 880. I definitely could have got a better fill in it. I'm gonna add one to my CRCL here. Filled at 750 to add. Let's see. So let's see, what do I want to set my first profit target at? I'll get out of my ad at 825. Oh wait, it's already way past that. Okay, well let's just go. Let's just go and get out of my first profit target at a 970. Actually, it's already there too. Just say 990. Well, let's just go. Let's go back to 970. Filled at 970. That's weird. I got filled at 970, but I'm still in the red. And Coinbase took off to new all-time highs. I'm confused how I got filled at 880 and it hit, and then 750. I got out of one at 970 and I'm in the red. Yeah, I know. I'm looking at them. I did two contracts at 880. I did one at 750, and then I got rid of one at 970. Oh, I see what happened. I accidentally closed one at 970. No, I'm sorry. I accidentally closed one at 750 instead of opening one. Gosh dang it. So I'm out of circle for a $40 loss. Man, I thought I was opening, but apparently I was closing at 750 instead of adding one. So that's the. I'm I closed one contract out at 750 after my original fill was 880. So that left me with one contract left. I thought I was adding a contract. Somehow I was closing one. I don't know how that happened, honestly. But I'm out of circle for a $40 loss. So just move on. Move on from it. Should have been a really profitable trade, but hey, it's par for the course with my June. Even when I make a good call, something bad happens. PLTR had a big volume bar. Looked like it was about as big as the first, maybe one tick away. Nasdaq and S&P coming down a little bit though. Roblox with a mighty 90 short. Take a look at Roblox. Yeah, it's too wide of strikes. Nasdaq still coming down, threatening to go red. CRCL pulling back a little bit. Maybe it'll give me a re-entry. Man, my 215 calls would be worth 1080. Oh. VIX shooting up. All right, let's try this again in CRCL on the 220 calls. Filled at 810. So I would close half at $9. Make sure I've got that right. PLTR coming down quite a bit now, actually. NASDAQ bouncing up a little bit. Yeah, I don't even have a firm on my. It's not one of my ones I'm watching, Chris. Built at $9 in CRCL. Close another CRCL. It's pushing up right now. Built at $10 to close another. I got one left. So I'll see if I can ride this one up a little bit. Yesterday I tried to do that in SMCI and it just came down the entire time, so I closed it. Netflix up to highs of day. PLTR still coming down. Hood rebounded, now went to highs of day. NASDAQ and S&P have reversed and are now back up close to where they opened. Big push up in Meta. CRCL with another nice push. Just got one contract left there. So just going to see if I can ride it up a ways. S&P pushing up. Pretty good reversal up to trying to get up to highs of day. CRCL getting another big volume bar. Meta with a potential mighty 90 short. Wow. Meta really pushed up. Something must be going on with them. Big push up in the S&P and NASDAQ as well. Up to all-time highs there, the NASDAQ. So pretty good reversal for both of them. CRCL coming back down now, so just see how this plays out here, this bar. Microsoft, new all-time highs. So I can't tell if we're going to be ripping up here. What? We probably had top of the hour. Do we have some news at the top of the hour? Yeah, pending home sales. And it kind of feels like things want to rip. See what happens with this next bar. CRCL's pausing at the moment. It's yesterday, it seemed like when things hit all-time highs, they started to pull back, and so just had Microsoft hit all-time highs, Netflix, CRCL's popping back up. So I'm not sure if is today going to be different to where it continues up? NASDAQ just touched all-time highs here. So is it going to continue up this next bar, or is it going to come back down? VIX down through lows of day, though. Do you know that? Netflix actually had a mighty 90 short. So did Meta. But this next bar might tell us which direction we're going. So I'm not in anything except for the one contract I'm holding in CRCL. Kind of feels like we want to rip up. NASDAQ just hit all-time highs again. Whoa, SMCI with a big bar. Feels like we want to go higher, but it's definitely taking a pause at the moment. Again, a little choppy out of the gates. I feel like at some point it's gonna break out one way or the other. Meta pulling back with that mighty 90. Same thing with Netflix. Yeah, Meta mighty 90 would have been pretty darn good. It's a little pullback here now. Maybe we're in CRCL pulling back. I'm still holding that one contract. A guy could probably add in CRCL if it pulls back to yesterday's open. See, it pulled back once to yesterday's open, that last bar, and then it popped right back up. I don't want my CRCL to start bringing down my profit. My line in the sand will be yesterday's open, that orange line. Although I may add to it actually. It's starting to pop up now. MU through lows of day. Coinbase back up through highs of day. Yeah, CRCL popping back up like I thought. Wasn't quick enough to add to it. Yeah, SMCI had that big volume bar, but man, the line in the sand for it just is way down here, way down to yesterday's high. So it's not going to enter that. Yesterday, it pushed up, but then it just trended down for the next several hours. All right. CRCL coming back down. I added back into CRCL on the same 220 call filled at 9:30. Line in the sand would be yesterday's open. So it needs to bounce here. So I would close one of my CRCLs at 10:30. S&P trying to bounce back up now. Look out. It's trying to get back up to highs of day. Does that mean a rip up is coming? Could be. No rip up out of CLCR. Meta with a big reversal. Boeing through highs of day. All right, CRCL, you got to show me something or I'm cutting you. Wow, Meta's still pushing up. I got a feeling we're going to break out to the upside at some point today here.